I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Brahmins, and it is a chilly morning. With that being said, please remember that blankets are not allowed out on campus. I'm starting the announcements with an obvious statement, but at the same time, we know that you are cold. They created jackets for a reason. You know, if you don't have a jacket, let an adult know. We can find you a jacket. But the blankets cannot be out. They can't be over your shoulders. They can't be carried down the hallway. It's a safety issue. So some teachers do allow them in class, but they need to be put away in your backpack, not carried around, not hanging out in the hallway, draping over you and your friend. Just a friendly reminder. Cap and gown orders, seniors. There's been a lot of you that have stopped me in the hallway that have said, I ordered it. I finally ordered it. Please do, because I know a lot of you don't want to pick up the phone and call Jostens and tell them that you want a cap and gown. Testing starts next Tuesday. If you are on that testing list, teachers, Miss Tedder sent out all of the testing lists for December already. So please make sure to be diligent and look through those emails. If you're not sure if you as a teacher are testing, go check the testing logistics. It tells you what day you are testing and which test. Email me or Miss Tedders or Miss Overstreet if you have any questions about testing. And then formals. If you are a teacher and you want a formal before Christmas break, winter break, whatever you want to call it, please let myself, Miss Myers, or Miss Wint know so that we can get in your classroom and get you a formal.
So Miss Wynn's not here, so I'm going to do the sports update for her. And this is pretty exciting because I was there in person last night to see all of this. But the boys basketball defeated Tradition Prep last night, 53-33. Oliver Saunders, Shania Phillips, and John White all scored 13 points. John finished on drives and stickbacks to score 11 first-half points. Oliver literally flew, I'm not kidding, over defenders for a resounding open court slam dunk that will be discussed around dinner tables by future generations. It was a sight to see. Chania and Channing Belagal were steady. It says they played DeSoto at Thursday, 7:30 Thursday. I think that's a away game, maybe? Is that away game? Are they home on Friday night? Is that the next game? Calendar.
I have it on Thursday as it's a home game, but it also says it's at DeSoto.
Yeah. Okay. I know that for sure there's a home game on Friday at Lake Placid. So definitely on Friday they'll be playing. And Mrs. Dove has promised me that the cheer section, the girls will be ready to go to cheer on Friday night too. So yes, it'll be a good time. Freshmen, ditto for the blankets, except teachers are not allowing them here. Like they're just a no. If you need a jacket, let us know. We'll see what we can do, get you taken care of for that. But the blankets are no. We do not have room in our classrooms or in our small offices to be storing your blankets during the day. So please just don't bring them. It is a safety concern, obviously, with covering up the entirety of your backpack and all of that. So please just leave those at home for us. Yeah, because we're going to have a few more cold days before we get through our Florida winter time. So please be sure. Hey, Miss Hurst, we have dress-up days coming, though, the last week before break, right?
Yes, holiday dress-up day.
So freshmen, I'm going to go ahead and send you that so you have it. You can start shopping accordingly for your outfits. We're also going to have some special games we're going to do at lunch to have a little bit of fun that week as well. So looking forward to that. Mrs. Kidd?
Just a reminder, if you are in the Interact Club, if you're in student council, or if you're a class representative, you have a meeting today at 2:30 with Mr. Suarez. You all have a project coming up, so make sure that you bring your wrapping paper. And then hopefully in a few days, I'm going to have some information about the next PBIS event that's coming up, and go over the rules with that. So make sure you're being mindful of your behavior and the steps that you're getting, and keep track of those zeros. Start taking care of them. Make sure those grades are going as high as possible before the end of the semester. Have a wonderful day.
All right, guys, make it a good one as together we move forward.
Be great.
And be Brahmins.
All day.
Hey guys, this is Hosa. We're having a blood drive tomorrow. Sign-ups will go all day today at both lunches, and if you see anybody with a clipboard, please sign up.
Hello, welcome back to this month's wellness video. My name is Katherine Williams and I'm the Director of Mental Health and Behavioral Supports. It's great to see you again. Last month in September, we discussed signs and symptoms of mental illness plus the stigma that sometimes follows that. We discussed that we want to remove that stigma by learning more about mental health and teaching others. We talked about suicide prevention and having positive supports in our lives. This month in October, we want to define, discuss, and review coping and coping strategies. We also call it self-care. Okay, let's get started. Before we dive in, we want to establish a few ground rules for our classrooms. As we present our topics, these ground rules will help us have productive and respectful discussions, as well as safe learning environments within our classrooms. Our first ground rule is that we should all listen with an open mind. We need to respect each other's beliefs and opinions, even if we do not agree. We will avoid personal stories. It is okay to ask questions and to share information with the class. However, we want to be sure to leave individual names out of the stories or questions. Next, we will be supportive of one another. We will not tease or make fun of anyone or anything that is said in this class. We will listen when someone is speaking and only one person will speak at a time. We will be respectful. Our last and most important ground rule is that whatever is shared in this room stays in this room. This is a safe space to speak and ask questions. What is said in this room should not be gossiped about later in the hallways, cafeteria, classrooms, or on social media. However, please know that we want you to discuss with your parents or guardians the material that is presented in our videos. It is important to note that if a student discloses harmful behavior or potential harmful behavior to any adult, that adult is required by law to report that behavior. Let's talk about coping skills. Coping skills are designed to address certain stressors in our lives, which when applied will minimize and reduce stress. Coping skills that are effective are referred to as adaptive, which basically means they are healthy, worthwhile, and beneficial to use, while maladaptive is a method of coping that can be unhealthy and can actually increase stress, problems, and challenges over time. Today we are going to discuss healthy adaptive coping strategies. We also call this self-care. What does self-care really mean? It is taking care of your personal hygiene, eating well, getting enough sleep, getting some exercise, making time for social activities, and paying attention to your thoughts and feelings. Self-care is the most important way to boost and maintain both emotional and physical health. We also call this being self-aware. Many people today neglect it due to a lack of time, and this negatively impacts the lives of those who do not make sure they are putting themselves first. Teachers, please pause the video to allow students to discuss some of their self-care practices. Self-care and coping strategies help us to become more resilient. Do you remember from last month that resiliency means the ability to bounce back? That is important when dealing with stressful situations. Is it always easy? No, you must dig deep inside of yourself and even ask for help sometimes. Let's review resiliency by watching this video again from last month.
Resiliency is having the tools to persevere through hard times. Listen, it's not always easy, but with the right skills and attitude, I've overcome obstacles, and so can you.
Resiliency and perseverance mean to me having the discipline to continue down the path that is not the most popular.
Everyone who walks this earth will go through some type of adversity where you have to exercise being resilient.
You're going to throw interception. You're going to fumble the ball. And if you're not resilient, if one mistake means the end of the world to you, you're never going to win.
It's not always easy, but with the right skills, I've overcome a lot of obstacles, and so can you.
You can get through it. You know how I know you can get through it? Because I was able to get through it.
But the discipline to keep going, to see it through, that's perseverance. That's being resilient and finding a way to stay the course, keep the right attitude, even when all the odds are against you.
To be a champion, you've got to say, you know what? Even if things are tough, even if I make a mistake, I can bounce back.
Resiliency is having the tools to preserve through hard times. It's not always easy, but with the right skills, I've learned to overcome obstacles, and so can you.
But know that what you're going through is to help someone else be resilient and persevere. So don't give up and stay the course.
Sometimes, as you're working through a situation, you may feel anxious or nervous. When this happens to me, I like to take deep breaths. Why deep breaths? Because when you are calm and relaxed, your body is in rest and digest mode. However, when stress or anxiety or anger occurs, your body automatically switches into flight, fight, or freeze mode. The flight, fight, freeze response is your body's natural reaction to stress or danger. It helps you react and respond to a perceived threat, danger, or stressful situation. It is an automatic reaction. You cannot control it. You may feel your heart rate and breathing may increase, and you may get sweaty. Here's a short video to help explain.
You know what anxiety feels like. We all do. Everyone experiences anxiety in some way or another. It's something that connects all of us together. Why we feel anxiety and what it really is, that may surprise you. Without anxiety, we'd all be in serious trouble. As soon as your brain senses you're in danger, a little piece of it, called the amygdala, kicks in. It gets your body ready to react. That could mean fight, run away, or shut down. It's called the fight, flight, or freeze response. This reaction goes back millions of years to our distant animal ancestors. Animals whose amygdalae were more sensitive to danger were more likely to stay alive and off the menu. Over millions of generations, this developed into the system we all know as anxiety. So you see, anxiety itself is not all bad. But when there's no immediate life or death threat, and your amygdala keeps telling your body that you're in danger, that's when anxiety becomes a problem. Your amygdala doesn't know the difference between getting eaten and public speaking or failing a test. Human society has only existed for a relatively short time. It's messy and complicated and confusing, and our amygdalae just haven't had time to catch up. So sometimes, When we're in uncomfortable situations, our brains misread the risk and overreact. Our hearts beat faster and we breathe heavily, pulling more oxygen into our bodies. The muscles in our arms and legs tense up and fill with blood. Our skin perspires to cool us down. This would all be great if we needed to fight or run, but instead, we just feel tense and sweaty. Sometimes our minds go blank and we feel like we can't move or talk. That would be great if we needed to hide. Instead, we just feel stuck. When things trigger our anxiety, sometimes we try to avoid them, like our ancestors avoiding a predator. But that can cause problems when those triggers are important parts of life, like going to school or meeting new people, things that won't just give up and go away. So how does knowing all this help? Well, it starts with remembering what's really going on. There's nothing physically wrong with you. It's just your amygdala trying to tell you it thinks you're in danger, even if it gets confused about how much danger you're really in. Understanding why we feel anxiety is an important step in learning to manage it.
Taking deep breaths instead of shallow ones is one way to tell your body to get back to resting and digesting. That's why deep breathing is so important. Remember, be aware of what your body needs. Okay, so let's watch a short video on deep breathing.
Hey everyone, my name's DJ412 and I have Jumpin' Jamie here with me today, and we are a part of the Strong for Life Challenge team.
Today we're going to be doing an exercise to calm the body and mind by slowing down and focusing on deep breathing exercises.
This is a chance to reset and calm the body and mind at any point in the day. So go ahead, get into a comfortable position. You can either close your eyes or keep them open, whichever one feels more comfortable to you. Place your hand on your stomach so that you can feel your hand moving up and down with each breath. I want you to inhale slowly through your nose and fill your stomach with air. Hold the breath for a few seconds, and now exhale through your mouth. Great job, everyone. As we take another deep breath, pay attention to your body. If you feel any tightness or stress, imagine releasing it from your body with each exhale. So if you have your eyes closed and you want to open them, go ahead. But if you want to keep them closed, it's all up to you. Inhale through your nose, hold for a few seconds, then exhale through your mouth. Wonderful job. Letting go of any tension or tightness in your body. Take another deep breath in through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale through your mouth, letting go of any worry or stress. Let's take a few more slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through the mouth. Pay attention to how your body feels with each exhale. Let your muscles relax. Wonderful job, everyone. Pay attention to how your body feels. With each exhale, let your muscles relax. You can practice deep breathing at any time whenever you need to relax your body or your mind. For example, before taking a test or a presentation, before a game or a performance, before bed, or just whenever you want to slow down and be calm. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Yes, deep breathing is a great way to cope and calm down. However, remember, there are many other ways to cope. Let's look at these ideas one more time. Reading, music, journaling, exercising, drinking hot chocolate, talking to friends, and watching TV are just a few ideas. We have all been in some tough situations in our lives. It is hard to go through tough times alone. One of the best things that you can do is to talk to someone. There are trusted adults all over campus. Even if they can't help you now, they know how to get in touch with people who can help you. Let's share some things that you enjoy doing that can help you take care of you. Teachers, please give the students a few minutes to brainstorm what they can put on their self-care plan, as well as reviewing resiliency and self-awareness. Wow, those were some great ideas and some great discussion. Something else we would like to discuss today is the idea of challenging irrational thinking. What is irrational thinking? Irrational thoughts can be annoying, discouraging, and even dangerous. Anxiety can be magnified by irrational thoughts. For example, the thoughts that something bad will happen or I will make a mistake might lack evidence but can still have an impact on how you feel. By examining the evidence and challenging these thoughts, you can reduce anxiety and stress. Your thoughts have the power to change how you feel. If you think of something sad, it's likely you'll start to feel sad. The opposite is also true. When you think of something positive and calming, you feel relaxed. Creating a routine will help you remember to do important things like homework and chores. A good routine will also have plenty of time for free time and having fun. A routine means doing the same things every day. For example, brushing your teeth every night right before bed. Write down your routine and put it somewhere you can see it, like on the fridge or in your room. Include time for resting, snacks, and texting friends. Scatter fun things throughout your routine so you don't get too bored. For difficult tasks, plan even the little things. For example, think of a quiet place where you can always do homework. Or, if mornings are difficult, lay out clothes the night before. It takes time to learn a new routine. A friend or a trusted adult can remind you what's next in your day and help you stay on track. Now we are going to do another relaxation activity called ocean breathing. Ocean breathing is a skill that will help you calm down. Close your eyes and imagine ocean waves. Each wave crashes onto the shore and then gently rolls back into the ocean. Breathe in slowly through your nose and imagine the sound of breathing in as a wave rolling back into the ocean. Put your lips together like you are blowing through a straw and slowly breathe out. Imagine the sound of breathing out as an ocean wave crashing onto the shore. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your lips, imagining ocean waves. Practice for 1 minute. I hope this lesson today helped you define and understand coping strategies, self-awareness, and self-care. Please pick a few options for self-care. Self-care is so important for stress management, symptoms of mental health issues, and managing difficult circumstances we may face. Today's wellness video lesson and activities were developed by our district licensed mental health professionals. Remember, we want you to know that it's okay to speak with someone if you feel you need some help or support. Teachers are available, and you can always see your school counselor and talk to your parents or guardians. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and we look forward to seeing you for our next wellness video.